If you've been doing the letters that I've been doing each week and you're sitting there like, okay, now what? Then this one is for you. Welcome back, loves. And if you're new here, welcome. This is Shadow Work Sunday, a space where I share what I'm actively working on in case it can help you too. Remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and always use your own discernment. You are your best guide. So today we're switching it up a little, so stay with me. Lately, I've been doing a lot of letters in this series, and those letters are very powerful. But Shadow Work Sunday was never meant to be just one format. As you guys know, if you've been sticking with me, before I was doing the letters, I was actually sharing with you guys what I was going through each week without a letter necessarily. And it's always been about what I'm moving through, what I'm learning, what I'm releasing, right? So today is the seemingly missing piece, the loop closer, so to speak. So, what do you do with the letters after you write them? And each letter can be a little different, right? A letter can be medicine, but the release is the ritual. And you get to choose what release looks like for you. So, first, one important rule: these letters are not necessarily for sending. Now, if you feel called to do that, you can. But in this case, for Shadow Work Sunday, that's not necessarily how I designed it, okay? These are for clearing. Like I said, if you send them, you may not be releasing, you may be reattaching. So, again, take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? So, second, let's talk about intention. Your intention decides the ritual more than any tradition does. Do you want to transmute, dissolve, sever a hook? Do you want closure, protection? Do you just want to compost it into wisdom and be done? Pick one of those things. You need to set your intention before we go into it, okay? Now, I'm giving you options because not everyone wants to burn paper and not everyone should. So think of this as your choosing element, okay? So you're going to pick which one. So fire, water, air, earth. Fire is for transmutation. So if you feel ready to just be done, ready to turn it into ash, ready to say this chapter is closed, then fire is your element. You take a fireproof bowl and you burn it safely. And as you're burning it, you say, I release the hook. I call my energy back to me. This ends here. And then you let it become what it becomes: ash, silence, done. Okay? Now, water is for dissolving emotional charge. If the letter feels more like grief, overwhelm, sadness, confusion, heaviness, then water is your element. You tear the letter up into pieces, you place it into a bowl of water, a pinch of salt if you want, and stir it slowly like you're dissolving the charge. And while you're stirring, you say, dissolve the weight, keep the lesson, release the pain. Then you pour it out, ideally outside or down the drain with intention, or flush it down the toilet, whatever works for you. And then wash your hands like a reset. Okay. Now, air is for severing the story and scattering the spell. So if the letter feels more like you've been having obsessive thoughts, mental loops, maybe replaying conversations, thinking about what you should have said or done, then air is your element. Tear it up into tiny pieces. Let them go, whether that be into the trash or recycle, whatever feels right. I'm not encouraging you to litter, okay? And you say, scatter the story, release the grip. I am free, okay? Now, earth is for composting, okay? Composting. So for deep integration. If the letter feels like something you're not ready to torch, but you are ready to stop carrying, then earth is your element. Fold it, bury it, or place it under a heavy stone. Put it in a sealed envelope in a box and label it released, not for rereading. And you say, what happened is not my identity. I compost this into wisdom. Now, for some people, there's a fifth option: containment. Because sometimes the nervous system isn't ready for full release on day one. And I understand that. Containment is still healing. It's just healing in phases, okay? And I'll do another video going more into that later. If you feel activated still, shaky, flooded, or unsafe after writing it, then don't force some dramatic ritual, okay? Instead, fold the letter away and do one thing. Put your hand on your chest and say, my body is safe now. My spirit is here. I don't have to finish this all at once. Then come back to it later. because shadow work isn't performance. Remember, it's a practice. Now let's talk about protection. Okay, now I'll recap at the end actually. So some letters aren't just release, right? They're boundaries. If the letter is to someone who was controlling, who crosses lines, maybe who keeps trying to pull you back in, then you want to do a simple seal as well. On a separate small paper, write one boundary sentence. It's simple. One sentence, not a paragraph or a speech. And I'm going to give you some examples. You can make up your own or pick one of these. No contact means no access. Personally, I think that one's really simple and powerful. It's one of my favorites. Another one, my peace is not available for consumption. Another one, my boundary is law. And lastly, I do not explain myself to people committed to misunderstanding me. I really like that one as well. All of them work, so choose what resonates with you. Fold it toward you 3 times, like you're calling your energy in, okay? So that's why you want to fold it towards you. Keep it somewhere safe for 7 days. Then under a candle, crystal, or a cup of water in a drawer, whatever feels aligned, that's where you're going to keep it, okay? Whatever is safe for your situation. And then if dreams are involved, or if you feel spiritually open after you write your letter, then, and maybe you're doing multiple letters and they could each have, different endings. But if you're having dreams about it, then there's a dream boundary you can use as well. My spirit is mine. Only the highest light may enter my dreams. Everything else must leave. Say it once, mean it, and then go to sleep. Now, the piece that nobody talks about enough is aftercare, because when you do a release ritual, your body needs a signal that it's over. So choose one. You can choose more if you want, but choose at least one after you're done. Drink water or eat something grounding, or take a salt shower or salt bath. Maybe go barefoot, put your feet on the earth, play a song that brings you back into your body, move, stretch, dance, shake it out, okay? Because sometimes we write letters and we release them, but we kind of leave our nervous system behind in that space. So don't do that. Bring yourself with you, okay? And remember, there is no perfect, there's no perfection. There's only honest. So if you wrote the truth, you already did the work. Okay, the ritual is just how you tell your spirit, I heard you and I'm choosing freedom. So quick recap, okay? You are first choosing why you wrote the letter, okay? So if you're wanting to transmute it, dissolve it, sever a hook, you want protection, you're picking one of those. Then you're choosing your element of how you're going to release it, okay? Then after you release it, remember, then you're choosing a boundary. And I gave you some examples. And then if you're also having dreams, you can do that too. And then don't forget, you're choosing an aftercare item as well. Okay, so feel free to pause, go back through the video if need be, take notes along the way, whatever works for you. But you want to make sure that, you're going through the steps so that you're not forgetting it. And I think a lot of times when we do rituals, people leave out the aftercare. So you want to make sure that you're doing that, okay? Take care of yourself. If this resonated with you, feel free to support the sanctuary in any way you feel called. All the information's below. Everything is appreciated more than you know, and keeps our sanctuary going. As always, sending you light, love, and healing, and I hope this helped.